Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tomasz, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to declare Excel range in VBA. Okay, let's go straight to the topic. I prepared for you a spreadsheet in Excel and some code for you for this topic. To be clear, I prepared 5 ways to declare a range in Excel. So let's start with the first one. The first one is like that. It's you're directly calling the cells, the first one, A1, and the last one, B10. And just like that. To prove that it is working, I can show you, for example, the address of our variable range address, and you can see that the range is set under the RNG variable A1 to B10. So just like we wanted. So setting the range directly using the first cell and the last cell of the range. The second method is using a current region property. You only need the first cell of the range or any cell in this range, and then use the current region. So you can start with the first cell, or so it is A1 or the cell 1 and 1. It is also working. I checked that. Or well, maybe let's prove it. Once again, you can see the direct address here. To prove that you can use any cell of the range, let's choose another one, not A1, but for example B. Let it be B2. Okay, comment it out. Once again, play and check the address of the range. It is from A1 to B10. So using the current region method, you can use any cell from that range and then put the current region, and the whole range will be set. You need to be aware of this method because there could not be any empty row or empty column, because in case where you have two cells empty, and if you give the B2 cell, the region, the range will be set for this example for the cell B2. The range will be set from A1 to B4. I can show it to you. Okay, and as I said, from A1 to B4, and if you put here not B2 but for example A6, from that range, it's from A6 to B10. So if you want to have whole range set, you need to be aware of the empty rows or empty columns in your scope. So that was the second method. Let's go to the third one. The third one is using rows. For our example, I mean the range from the A1 to B10, maybe the method using rows will be not so direct, as it could be, because it is selecting, setting the whole row, but it is also a way to set a range in Excel. So in this case, if we want to use rows and set whole range of our values, from A1 to B10, you need to set rows from first one to the 10th. Let's check it. And the address property of our range returned rows from the first one to the 10th. Okay, so you can use the rows. Also, you can use columns. This method is not also as good as previous ones because it is setting whole column or columns, but it is also an alternative to set the range. So you can use columns from A to B to have set those values in the RNG variable. I can show you. It is the address of the RNG variable is from A to B, whole columns. And the last method for this video, we can use range, and inside of the range we can instead of putting the A1 cell to the B10 cell, we can use the cells with the coordinates. So coordinates for the first cell 1 1 to the last 10 2. It is really convenient method for example, any kind of looping, or if you directly know the coordinates. There is no the best method for setting the range. Every method has their pros and cons. It always depends on the situation, what you have been given, what you created in the code. So good to know that you have alternatives in setting the range. So to sum up, I presented you 5 methods of setting the range. The first one using the cells, the name of the cells. So if you know the first and the last one, you can set the range. You can set range only knowing the one cell from the whole range and use the current region. The third method is using rows, but in this case you need to remember that you're selecting the whole rows, not only that part of the row where you got values, but the whole rows. The same thing comes with the columns. You can also select the range, set the range using that method, but you also need to remember the same thing as in the third with the rows method, that you're selecting the whole columns. And last in this video, you can set the range knowing the coordinates of the first and the last cell of this range. So yeah, that was all. Thank you for watching and for listening. Please leave a like, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. Also, go visit my website simpleexcelvba.com, and see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.